Hello and welcome to Nerdy Thursday. Big Scott 35 here, coming with you with my, I guess this would be September's video game monthly, little VGM. But let's talk about last month a little bit. So last month, we're going to start off with Witches and Vampires on the DS. Played a little bit of it. Little point click, run around, looking for objects of what I got so far. Didn't really get too in depth. Seemed a little childish to me, which I know, Scott, you're playing Nintendo DS, but was just a little over the top for me for that. So I was really interested because I love this genre of any, entertainment, vampires, witches, that type of thing. Kind of a letdown on that one. Next is going to be this game here, which they sent to me, I'm sure by mistake, because it's a Japanese import. It will not play on my DS. It's a quiz game, from what I can tell. Oh, and Witches and Vampires comes in at actually $9.99 loose. This Jin game was like $5 on eBay. Like, it wasn't even on the pricing chart. So this one here was Nintendo 3DS Infinity Toy Box challenge, which I had to look up because I don't have any of the figures. I was like, man, I need to get a couple of figures and play this, see what it is. But it looks like it's like a board game. I was watching people play this style of board game on Twitch a few. It's a good for like a group party setting where you can really screw over each other and things like that. So I don't really need to buy the figures yet for this. Something I won't get into, but yeah, couldn't play it because I didn't have any of the figures. This one here, of course, it's Ratchet and Clank. What is this one? Let me get my cheater out because it's like too big to fail or size matters. Size matters, and this is a classic edition for the PSP. So Ratchet and Clank. Oh, let's see. I forgot. The Disney Infinity Toy Box Challenge is $6.95 loose, so not too bad. But, this game mass-produced. It's a Ratchet and Clank, so it's fun. For the grinders, collectors out there. It's a 3D platform game. It is what it is. I love platform games. The Ratchet and Clank series, because all the grind and collecting things, not the biggest of my favorites, but we'll dive in further on that. That'll be something that'll go in my case probably with my PSP when I travel, go places like the laundromat, things like that. So that one came in at, let's see, $10.49 loose. So actually, and that was the greatest hits title. I didn't. They separated on the price charting. So I thought that was pretty good loose for a greatest hits title. And I know games right now are kind of crazy price, so we got to look at that as well. Next comes in Hot Shots Tennis. Get it and grip. Get a grip. Hard to play game. The way the screen is set up, in my old eyes, I guess, I don't know. I couldn't judge where the ball was. I was really excited to play this because I like the golf game. It was very hard to play. Very hard to play. And very big delay in your swing when you tap it in the swing. You had to get that timing down. Old man in me, get off my lawn, was just not digging that at all. Next one is and that one came in at $5.46 complete. So that tells you how much that was mass produced. Next is going to be Brooktown High. Never heard of it. It's a dating sim. Played way too much of this. I created a character, jock football player, and you got to build your charisma and all this stuff up to date. Very, probably middle school, elementary school girls were really digging this game. I could see if they did. The actual characters were well done for being a PSP game. Really, really nicely done artwork in it. But the gameplay, not for me. So that was $6.24 complete. The last one, I saw this fully packed. Last DS game, 3DS game. I was excited. Just looked like a cool game. The Trash Pack, the Gross Gang, and all this was on the old. It was like the old Atari bomber game where you go back and forth to catch the bombs across the screen. You have a trash truck going back and forth. I was into it for about 5 minutes. My hands started hurting. DS is small. I'm 6'2", 350. My hands were just, and I have arthritis hands. We'll be 52 here in a few weeks. It just wasn't my deal, my jam at all. So that's it. And that one comes in at $5.56 complete. Just not a great week for games. Ratchet and Clank saved the pack for games to play. Excited about some. When I saw the packaging, just my brain took off. But the total is $49.69, little less than what I pay monthly. And this is twice now. It's come in right below $50, and it has an extra game in there to get it to that. So, I kind of thinking how they're doing their up system now is to get you to a certain level, not over that level like it used to be when I first started. But we're going to continue on for a while. I don't want to. So this is this month. I haven't opened it. I just took it out of the package, opened this thing up so it wouldn't fight it on screen. So let's take a look. I'm a blind look as usual. Bubble wrap. It was clanking around. Ooh, I finally got a Sega game. Finally got a Sega game. Family Feud. I wonder what this is about. So I think we all know Family Feud. If we haven't, leave a message down below and I'll find out where you're from and try to figure out why you don't know Family Feud, at least the concept. Next is another Sega game. All right, this one, Gauntlet 4. All right. Got a little sticker on the bottom. I know some people don't mind this stuff. To me, so now I can't even do Goo Gone because it's on top of the other sticker. If somebody knows how to get that off without damaging the art of the case, let me know. It's not in a bad shape. Family Feud wasn't really in a good shape. A little rough up here on the top corner. Well-loved game. I don't mind it as long as I can see most of the cover art. And I'll go on Etsy and get some packages for these loose ones. I buy them very slow. I did pick one up for my 3DS. I can't buy a bunch at one time. A little too pricey for me. But really excited about that. I cannot wait to put that in my well, actually, I got a couple of different ways. Let's see. Okay, so I got a Hot Shots. They must have been listening. This is the Open Tee, so it's different from the other Hot Shots Golf for the PSP sealed. I love my golf games, so let's see here. Got a couple of cards here. So I did get a 1-up for the month again. I think that's three months in a row. This is just telling me what to do with my stuff. Make sure I put it online. Little tchotchkes here. A pin, Mario pin. Goes through a button. It's got a thing, how you put it through your button or lapel. Okay. All right. And then I do have a DS game, I Spy Funhouse. Now it's just like looking at the sea. It's a Mecoclastic company. I have a feeling this is going to be where you find stuff and point click. Those games are kind of fun. My mom loves them. She plays them to this day. She's 72 years old, plays video games. Might know where I get it from. Dad does the same thing. He plays that mahjong all the time. Not bad. Don't know. Keeping my thoughts. Ooh, I dropped something. Ooh, a game. Luckily, it didn't roll over it. Y'all got to see my bald head. It's a fun day for all. So I got a Nintendo 3DS. I got to get my cheater out. Scribble Knots Unlimited. Okay. Well, we know that's a classic game, Scribble Knots. So I wonder how this is on the 3DS. If anybody knows, let me know. I will play these somewhat. Hopefully they pull me in a little bit. I feel like this is a better games this month. Better games. Let's see. So that's 5. I should have one more. I feel one more. Another DS. Brain Age 2, which is a quiz game. More training in minutes a day. I know this is things to help you with your brain. They probably saw how old I am. Say, hey, let's get him a brain game. I need them as much as I can. Brain Age 2. Electric Boogaloo. That shows how old I am. If y'all know what that is, more power to you. Box is empty. Bubble wrap keep for shipping. Let's see here. So that is it for this week on this one. Let me know how I did. I love Gauntlet. So I'm old enough to play Gauntlet in arcades. Gauntlet 4. I'm hoping it doesn't stray too much away from traditional Gauntlet. I have the original one complete in box. Yeah, it's even got the video time sticker on the back. I think that's the thieving one. But, it is what it is. I will get that a box ordered for that. So I am happy, really happy with this box. Now, if I'm happy with the games, pricing really is not that big of a deal. But if the games are iffy like last month's, then that means a little bit more to me. And I don't know. Let me know how you feel. If you get a 1-up, that you think you should get more than the value you're paying, or should that 1-up get you to the value you're paying? I'm a little mixed on that. I'm on the fence. I will listen to any explanation. I know it's a mystery box, so you're getting what you're getting, but you kind of want some value in it. Even I'm not a reseller. These are going in my collection. The only time I resell is if I get doubles. I forget to put them up or something because I panicked. I forgot. I didn't know if I went in last month and put my stuff in when I got this box, and because I've had this for a couple of weeks, and I went into and I did do it. So you got to make sure. That's the one drawback with video games monthly is they don't put it in your system for you, which I wish they would. They pull up your stuff to do it, what you're looking at, and they pull it up to see what you already got. They should be able to just click what games they're pulling to have in your system. I know that'll be cheating for some because they can look to see what they're getting before they get it. But some I don't have, but like mostly I think Sega got 30 games, maybe PSP 15 to 20, DS very small collection. Yeah, I could probably see them a DS or 3DS what I'm getting in. But Sega and PSP be tougher. I'd be sitting there, my old mind be like, did I already have that? But anyway, that's it for this month's VGM. So far, I'm not upset. I know before it was tough sledding with them. That's why I gave them up. I had them a few years back, and I started back because I was watching some channels, and it seemed like you're not just getting fillers. You're getting 1 or 2 games a month that are actually good games. And not all good games are the ones we know about. I've talked about that before on here. And, Genesis, I'm pretty much collecting for. PSP, picking up games. Right now, not collecting hard. DS, not collecting hard. Sega Dreamcast is what I'm collecting hard on. That's the one that I'm trying to complete. Sega Genesis probably number 2 right now, what I'm looking for. So that's why I went back to this, is to get some of the handheld stuff that they offer. And I wish they did Vita. I hope that's coming someday. And if they might, I might just have overlooked it because I don't have a Vita system yet. I know people love it. But I've always been digging the PSP. I got movies for it. I got games for it. And I've built up a nice little collection over the years because I've had it since it came out. But at the beginning, I had SOCOM and NHL, and that was pretty much in a baseball game. That was pretty much all I needed for my handheld at that time. I didn't play a lot. Now I find when I travel or go somewhere, phone games just don't do it for me. I don't have like Xbox on my phone or anything like that. I'd rather just take an old school handheld and have people looking at me when I pull it out and play it. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend, and subscribe if you haven't. And also, I'm thinking about start, capturing game footage, also streaming. I used to stream before. I'm trying to set my place up over here where I can have a TV in here with me, so I can get my Retron 5 and my PlayStation 5, PS5 over here with me, so I can stream a little bit, and make another channel. Let me know if I should do that or not. But until next time, see ya.